What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Jay. We are here with a draft analysis. Yes, a draft analysis. You read that correctly. We are here with another one for the NDL, the Insane Draft League, but with the N, no I-N, Insane Draft League. So you know, it's a Wi-Fi draft league, which is awesome. It's not a PokeTuber league. It's just like a Wi-Fi draft, just cause I'm trying to get some more draft experience, some knowledge. Whoa, I just pulled my hair out. Boink. Anyways, but I'm trying to get more draft experience. And like learning stuff and get better at building different teams around different mons, and it's lit. I'm excited. I'm super excited. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get in draft. And before we do though, there are some things that, so basically it's like one of those leagues where you can like draft broken mons. So you have like Gorilla Tactics Darmanitan, you have Wicked Blow Urshifu, you have Rapid Strike, not Rapid Strike, Surging Strikes Urshifu, you have Libero Cinderace. So it's hella fun, but we'll see what's happening. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the draft. So the first tier is tier S. So I wanted to initially like Dragapult, because I wanted to do like a Dragapult Manticore, but it got snagged. And then I was like, okay, we can do a Cinderace Manticore or Cinderace Clefable, and then Cinderace got sniped right before me. And then so I was like, you know what, screw it, we're just gonna go ahead and go Urshifu Single Strike. So here we are with our boy Urshifu Single Strike, and it's nice because like we got a physical attacker, we got a move that always crits in his base 80 power, which is amazing, bro. We have a good ish speed tier, like base I have the squad over here actually. We have base 97, which is nice. Base 130 attack, we got base 100 defense, we got base 100 HP, so we're looking nice and bulky, nice and juicy. And I was like, okay, that's a good solid, it's a good broken mon, so we can just snag it on up, because after the two Urshifus there wasn't really much left, and I don't think the one with the Surging Strikes is all that much. I like the Single Strike better than the Rapid Strike. Yeah. But next up, our pick. So I was like, yo, I kind of have to get a wall. I kind of need something that can eat fairy hits, deal with fairy types if I need to a little bit. So I was like, okay, we're gonna go with Pex, Toxapex. We got the OU the Pex. Chilling with, we got defense, especially defense, whatever you need, Pex got it. It's got it. Get Regenerator as well, so it's a nice little wall. It can also like set up spikes and whatnot, knock off Scald, haze and stuff to prevent setup, which is very nice. It pivots into like things like Clefable very nicely, so don't have to worry about things like that. Basically it's just, it's a nice wall to have, and it's not like one of those walls that get like basically set up fodder like Chansey. So I was like, okay, we chilling with Toxapex. So Toxapex is nice. It helps Urshifu balance out with fairy types as well. It's nice. So we have a nice little core going. And the next up, I was like, yo, I want to grab a fairy because Clefable is one of my picks, but it got sniped. So I was like, okay, it be what it be. We're going to go ahead and grab Sylveon. So we have Sylveon, the little cutie pie over here. Sylveon's good because it's a good special attacker. It's also a good wall. You can run it either defensive or especially defensive. It gives access to like a good amount of coverage moves. Choice Specs hurts like a banshee. But yeah, that's lit. I'm excited to use Sylveon. I've used it. I haven't used it in Draft League, I don't think yet. I don't think so. But it's a cool mon. I'm excited to use it. It got Heal Bell. It could be a cleric. It could be a Wish Passer. I'm pretty sure it gets Heal Bell. I'm pretty sure. I might be tripping, but I'm pretty sure it gets Heal Bell. It could be a cleric. You got Specs, Hyper Voice with Pixelate. You got Mystical Fire stuff for steel types and whatnot. So it's nice. It gives us a little bit more bulk, especially like with dragons like a Dragapult running around, and Hydreigon also helps us with deal with mons that can deal with Urshifu, i.e. Mandibuzz, because Mandibuzz is dummy bulky and it kind of walls, it's hard walls. Not Mandibuzz, hard wall is Urshifu, so it's like it helps balance that out. So Mandibuzz can't like always go away with the dub because Urshifu can't hit it that hard, because Mandibuzz can stall us out with Toxic and Roost all day long. So because we don't two-shot it with Urshifu, so we're Gucci because we got Sylveon. And then next up, I was like, yo, we need a fire type. We need a nice little fire type. Because their fire types are sparse right now. Aside for like Rotom Heat was already picked, so I was like, oh, but I know I like this pick a lot better. Actually, I mean, sort of, kind of, but I really love it. We have Arcanine, the doggo. We are here. Arcanine is really cool because of Intimidate. Also Flash Fire, so we can absorb fire hits. Intimidate's also nice because we can lower attack on entrance, on switching. But you can run it defensive. You can be a bandit attacker. You could even be special if you really wanted to. Arcanine also has access to teleport, which is very nice. E-speed and priority. roar, so it's nice for like if we have to force out a switch or something. I really like Arcanine as like a defensive wall. Also, like, you know, Bandit Arcanine is a whole threat, bro. Like, what are the switches? Nothing, because we have Toxapex. Nothing wants to take it, bro. Nothing wants to take it. But like, Arcanine is pretty cool. I think it's an awesome, solid mon. It's a good fire type, especially because of Intimidate and Teleport. I think Teleport Arcanine is amazing. But yeah, next up we have, so basically there was 2 people that one drafted Dracovish and one drafted Dracozolt. So I was like, okay, we need something to deal with Dracovish for sure, because, you know, even though Toxapex can sort of kind of handle it, like we can't, like, I have to either switch in and take a Fishish right now. I have to sack something off to get Toxapex in safely, but even then we're not doing something to Dracovish unless we like knock off the Scarf, which is useful, but it's still like, it's like, damn son, damn, that's a lot of damage. So I went ahead and drafted Seismitoad because it counters Dracozolt and Dracovish, so we don't have to worry about either, because we just bring it, boom, wallet, end of story. Because Pex is nice, but like against Dracozolt, that's worst case scenario because we don't have an electric bolt beat switching, so it's not a fun time. But Seismitoad is nice because it has a good base HP stat. Everything else is pretty mediocre, but you know, with a good HP stat, and you can invest it into special defense or defense, or even be an attacker if I want, you know, Rain Dance, Toxapex plus Swift Swim Seismitoad as damage. But I could do things like that. But Seismitoad's a nice little wall, gives us a rocker. Also like Scald and knockoff is always nice. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically what Seismitoad does, is just like he's chilling with Water Absorb to soak up hits like that. It's more so like a hard counter pick, just to deal with certain things that other people drafted. But Seismitoad also like fits within our team pretty well, I feel, because it's a electric type immunity, so it helps with Toxapex as well. Not too worried about grass types, because we do have Arcanine and Pex is neutral to it, so it's not bad. So we got some synergy going on. And then next up, I kind of wanted to, looking at the team, I was like, we do have an okay speed tier with an Arcanine at base 95, and we have Urshifu at base 97. So I was like, okay, we can just go ahead and scoop up Noivern. And Noivern is a powerhouse, bro. Slap choice specs on that, man. It's amazing. You could be heavy duty boots. You could be not choice scarf. I wouldn't say choice scarf. I mean, you could if you're predicting a scarf, but Noivern is awesome because you have a defog user, you have a dragon type, you got Specs Draco, you got Roost, you got U-turn, so it gives us a lot of momentum. Plus it's a good speed checker, because at base 123 it's a pretty good speed tier to have considering the things that we have. Also like Noivern, like because of the way you can run it and stuff, like you run Super Fang, because it automatically does 50% no matter what, which is lit. I love that about Noivern. So it helps like break down walls and stuff upon switching, if we can like force switches and stuff. And then next up, if I can get to it, next up we have, so like I was looking at my team and I was like, okay, we kind of have a bit of a ground type problem, because even though Noivern, like of course is a switch in because it's not effective because it's a flying type, we have we have Arcanine and Toxapex that don't really like Earthquake, and nothing really likes to switch into an Earthquake low key. I mean, Urshifu could be fine with it, Toxapex could probably be fine with it, but not the best case scenario. So I was like, okay, we got to get something, and so we got Celebi. I haven't used Celebi in draft. I do like using it though. It can be run physical special because based on hundreds across the board, it's very useful. Speed tier is also nice. Based on 100 is also very nice to have. But Celebi's a rocker, has U-turn, can be Nasty Plot, can be Swords Dance, can be wall, it can be a toxic set, it can be like a lot of things. That's the good thing about Celebi and its EV spreads. I mean, not EV, base stats. It gives us a lot of potential. It helps us eat ground type attacks more. So it's very nice because it could be Wally if we wanted it to. If we need a defensive Celebi, we got one. I was like, okay, that's a nice little pick, bro. That's a nice little pick. And then next up, I was kind of debating about what I wanted to do, because there was like Lycanroc Dusk, and then I was like, more ground type, and then I kind of wanted to like just I wanted to use this mon shit. I just wanted to use it. Got Heracross. Heracross is fun to use, for sure, because you got Guts, you got Moxie Scarf. And both put in a large amount of work. The only thing that sucks is that it's not mega and you can't use the skill link things. I mean, you could use Bullet Seed and all that stuff, but you know, it's not 5 hits. It's always gonna probably like 2 or 3, you know, 2 or 3 at most, bro. That's just how it go. But we got Heracross over here. The good thing about Heracross is the speed tier isn't bad. It has base 85, which isn't bad, but the attack stat is base 120, which is disgusting. You could just slap a scarf on it and just pick up kills. Honestly, you could use that as a revenge killer. If you get enough chip on everything, you can just have Heracross come in and just Moxie boost, because it'll be Scarf, so nothing's gonna outspeed it. And you have all this attack stat, and nobody wants to take the smoke, you know what I mean? Guts Heracross is also nice because you come in with a boosted, like what, +1 I think is what guts gives you, or something like that. You got a high ass attack stat, and then you can either like swords dance, you can just close combat raw, you can knock off, you can X scissor or mega horn. So it's very nice. Heracross is definitely a powerhouse mod. I just want more power a little bit because I like to hit hard. I like to run like bulky offense, low key. I mean, if you couldn't tell, I do like to run bulky offense, like offensive. Like, I just love offensive mods. And next up we have, so I realized that our only defogger, right, is freaking Noivern. So I was like, bro, I need some more hazard removal. I really do. So I went ahead and scooped up Sandslash. And Sandslash isn't bad. It's a good defensive mon because, you know, the base defense is nice. It allows us to eat up some hits. We got access to rapid spin. We have access to rocks. That's really what we also have, a ground type, which is also nice. You know, it has a good attack stat. If I can speak, it has a good attack stat. It has access to knockoff and toxic and stuff like that to whittle down walls. So Sandslash could be useful. It's a good spinner and stuff. So we can eat hits. That's pretty much what Sandslash is there to do. Yeah, I kind of didn't. I just ignored hazards really, because if I want, in retrospect, like I have T-spikes on Toxapex, I have rocks on Toad, I have rocks on Slash, rocks on Celebi. I have hazards on hazards, but the good thing about it is, like, if we get those hazards up and somebody we know has defog users, we can like force them to defog for us if we need to, depending on what the matchup is. But yeah, it's also nice. It's hella nice. It's just nice to have. But yeah, we do. We'll see what happens with the hazards. It's a little eh. And then next up we have Manectric. So Manectric gives us another electric immunity because then we have lightning rung ability. It also gives us a Volt Switcher, a good fast one. I mean, base 105 is pretty good. It's nice. It's good. It's good. Gives us a Volt Switcher. Deals damage. We have switcheroo shenanigans we could do. We have overheat. We have flamethrower, which is nice. Basically that's all. I could have swore for some reason that Manectric got nasty plot and grass knot. Like I could have swore I've seen it, but like it doesn't. I thought it was, but I might be thinking of some other mod. I don't know. But I know, yeah, it doesn't. I was like, okay, never mind. But that's the one before the penultimate pick. The last pick though, I saw it and I was like, yo, I've never used this mod. I know it puts in work. I've seen it before. I mean, I haven't used it in draft format. I've used it outside because, you know, it's powerful. We have Clawitzer. And so Clawitzer is like, it's a slow U-turn. That's really all it does. It forces switches. I can take most hits for the most part because it's a nice little Pokemon. But its special attack stat is base 120. And then we have Mega Launcher on top of that, along with Stab Water Pulse. We got Dark Pulse. We got Aura Sphere. We got all the pulses we could ever need, bro. We got all of them. So like, it's gonna be fun to use because like, if we need to, bro, we could just like send them out, force a switch, or something can just take the hit, and it's gonna deal big damage. Like, bro, choice specs. Clawitzer is looking nice. It's looking nice. But yeah, that's gonna be our draft. That's all our 11 mons. I feel pretty good about it. I like using mons I haven't used before in draft. I've really never used any of these in draft, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I feel like I've used Arcanine. I mean, Arcanine is pretty dope. I love Arcanine, bro. I love Arcanine. But yes, mostly mons I've never used. I'm excited to use them, see what to do, how to use them, and whatnot like that. But without further ado, I'm your boy Jay, and before we go ahead, let me know down below what you guys think of the squad. Let me give me suggestions and stuff, because you know I can make FAs and stuff if you guys see something brutally wrong in my team. You know what I'm saying? You know, just trying to work on my team building skills, my draft skills and whatnot, and plays, and you know, get up there with the great. Gotta be great. But without further ado, I am your boy Jay. I'm gonna get up at your hair, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye.